Dodds.
Mr Speaker, the Secretary of State will agree that there can be absolutely no justification at any time for attacks on police officers or anyone, or threats to elected representatives. And those of us who have been the subject of threats, assassination attempts and bombs at our constituency offices and homes know that very, very well indeed, and we have no time for that whatsoever. Will the Secretary of State, further to the question that was asked, also agree that naming a playground, as Newry and Mourne District Council did the other day after an IRA gunman, a playground, and towing down the national flag at civic buildings in Belfast does nothing for community relations and is deeply destabilising?
Well, as I've said, the flying of flags outside City Hall is a matter for Belfast City Council to decide. It's important that they're allowed to make that decision free from any kind of intimidation, whether it's riots outside, and I entirely join him in condemning any attempts made to intimidate elected representatives or politicians from whichever party. As to the decisions local authorities make in terms of naming playgrounds, I don't think it would be sensible or wise for me to interfere in that discussion, but I do think what we need to do in Northern Ireland is move towards a genuinely shared future where these kind of sensitive decisions can be taken on the basis of reasoned decision and mutual respect for the point of view of different parts of the community.
Nigel Dodds.
I welcomed recently the Secretary of State's statement that she wasn't neutral on the Union. And I have to say, people in Northern Ireland will be disappointed that she can't bring herself to condemn a decision to name a playground after an IRA gunman. I think a clear message needs to be sent out by the Secretary of State and this House that such behaviour and such gestures are deeply destabilising and are very, very damaging to community relations, especially those parents who now will not bring their children into a playground where they feel intimidated.
I entirely respect the Honourable Gentleman, the Right Honourable General's point of view, but I also totally respect the devolution settlement. And the devolution settlement says that a whole range of decisions are now made locally in Northern Ireland, and it is not for the Secretary of State to seek to interfere in those decisions, and I have no intention of doing so.
Okay.